Stuart,
Yes,
would you speak about the last words of Rudi, a deeper surrender?
um, listen, his life was about that. He learned early on that no matter what he attained in his life, it was only a step on a ladder that hopefully would get him closer to God. And every moment was a deeper surrender, having to go a little bit deeper, open more, ask more. And he always told me work brings more work. When you're working on yourself, there is no limitation to the amount of work it takes, to tap into higher creative energy in the universe. It's a deeper surrender. And he was, little prayer he had is, please help me to open, to surrender, to grow spiritually. I mean, it's the essence of any kind of inner work and any kind of desire a person has to connect with God or higher energy in the universe. It's a deeper sense of surrender. There is no limitation. And what are we surrendering? You know, well, beside everything, closest thing we're surrendering is the image of who we are, what we think we are, our ego, our self-importance, or, ourselves as congested human beings that are so full of ourselves, that there's no room for spiritual energy. It all has to be surrendered. And life itself is a process of surrender. I mean, look, you want food, you have to surrender money. You want to eat, want a place to live, you have to surrender something. You want a relationship, you have to surrender literally everything you think about other human beings and accept the person as they are and love them unconditionally. This is a deeper sense of surrender. For anything to truly work in life, those words are applicable. You know, I mean, want to come to this meditation class, you got to surrender something else. As I always say, you can go to a party, a movie, or go out and have dinner. Or, there's always a reason not to come, but you have to say, no, what is a priority? What is a priority? And then you have to let go of all these other things and each thing in its place. To Rudi, his connection with higher energy was absolutely a priority. And he knew to sustain that connection, he had to surrender just about, well, everything, even the connection he had to. I mean, if a saint wants to be enlightened, they're going to have to surrender their sainthood. You know? But that's what this meditation practice is about. And any really deep spiritual practice is about a deeper sense of surrender. Those were his last words. I was holding his hand when that plane hit a mountain. And his last words were a deeper sense of surrender. He always spoke about resistance. We resist doing this. We're such creatures of habit that we don't really want things to change. Yet, and
Mm.
without that change, everything gets stagnant. And without that deepest sense of surrender, there is no change. You have to let go of something in order for something new to come into your life. And as I always say, one day we all have to let go of everything. Can't hold it. To love somebody is not to possess them, it's to surrender them. It's to be a support mechanism that allows them to find the freedom in their own life. That really is love, not to possess somebody.
Hmm.
And in order to do that, you've got to surrender. Yeah, just even the idea of possessing another human being, you have to surrender it.
Hmm.
They're mine. No, no, we're all gods, you know? And that's truly the thing we want in life. Unconditional love means the act of the deepest sense of surrender, letting go.
Hmm.
Which was at the core of everything Rudi taught. It was something when I was younger, I really deeply had to learn to do it. I was very insecure and I wanted to possess everything. And I had to learn to turn my whole chemistry around to learn how to unconditionally give. And whatever I receive doesn't belong to me. It's just energy that flows through. And I remember once when I lived in Morocco, and when I left Morocco when I was younger, I was 25 years old, I bought a burnous, an orange rust-colored burnous. It's like a caftan, but and I really liked it. I really liked it. And when I started studying with Rudi, I said, give this to Rudi. It's something you really like. I don't know if he'll wear it or he won't wear it, but I gave it to him as a present. And, about 6 months later, I'm walking in the hallway in Big Indian, and a friend of mine runs up to me. Oh, Stuart, look what Rudi just gave me, this fantastic thing. And it was that Burnous I had given Rudi.
Uh-huh.
And it was just telling me, it didn't belong to me. I have no right to say anything. And I said, yeah, that's fantastic. It's really great. What a great gift to get from Rudi. You know, it was really, it was really just a teaching for me that you have to let go of everything. Because you give somebody a gift doesn't mean you possess the gift anymore. It's theirs. And they can do with it exactly what they want to do.
Hmm.
And one shouldn't be insulted if somebody look what Rudi just gave me. It's this thing I had bought in Morocco, a couple of years before.
Hmm.
Does anyone else have a question?
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome. It's a very important subject that, literally, Rudi's last words on the planet Earth. Deepest sense of surrender. And there is no limitation to the depth of surrender that a human being can give, offer up. Does anyone else have a question? We say in the Bible, the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. We're given and things to take. Well, one day we have to offer ourselves up to the higher energies of the universe.
Hmm.
And it's all got to be done with gratitude. God is love. Well, I just have a few announcements to make. I'm having a retreat here 25th that weekend. And if people, there's still some room, if people want to come, they're welcome. And after the retreat, I'm going to take 3 or 4 days and just, I need a post-retreat vacation. After every one of those things, it's an unbelievable weekend. So I'm going to take 3 or 4 days and just take a vacation. And that'll be like the beginning of May, around the beginning of May. Okay, if there are no more questions, then thank you. God bless you all. There'll be meditation on Sunday. I'm looking forward to seeing people. God bless you.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome.
Thank you.